The way you want to start learning how to sing and play is by really locking down the chord sequence and the rhythm, letting that be part of like the foundation of your musical pyramid, and playing it with some drums, then not playing with drums, and having it sit into your soul. Don't even think about the lyrics. And once everything gets locked down there, then you can put your vocals on top. So a student of mine just asked me, how do I start learning how to sing and play guitar at the same time? Now, a couple things. I am not the best singer in the world, but I'm going to sing and give you an example. Number two, it's not what a lot of people think it is. I do find that when a lot of people start to try and play and sing, their strumming is inhibited by their thought of the vocal process. And what I mean by that is, if the vocal line is dot 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 dot, then like this hand kind of goes like dot 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 dot, and it's hard for them to separate the vocal rhythm from getting down to the rhythm onto the guitar. And so to learn how to sing and play, you have to realize a couple things, which is when you're playing, you're accompanying when you're singing, you're accompanying your guitar playing. The weight of the music is in the guitar and the strumming and the rhythm, and you have to practice that first to a point where you are very, very comfortable with it, and able to play that part while thinking about the lyrics before you even start to open up your mouth. Because if you cannot separate those two things, then you're gonna have a hard time singing and playing. Remember that master music formula: music equals scales and or chord tones happening over chords. The guitar is your chord portion, and your vocals is the upper portion, and so you have to be able to kind of separate them and feel them. And it is not separate from any other type of music where the chords and the rhythm hold all the weight. And so the way you want to do this really quickly is, I'm going to pick a song that I actually was teaching my student Zach. Hello, Zach. Which is "Learning to Fly" by Tom Petty. And I gotta wipe. I have some. Let's wipe that, shall we? It's all fingerprinty everywhere. Anyway, all right. So the chords are F, C, A minor, G. And we're gonna go over that rhythm and everything, but a couple things first. It is so important to have that rhythm down, and play it, to be able to play it from your body. Not necessarily from your mind, but have it locked in. How do we do that? Well, I do have a drum track loaded up on my phone. It's at 70 beats per minute. I'm going to play to it in a second. But first, let's go over the rhythm, the strumming, and I'll show you how this all goes together. All right, so for the F chord, all right, now I'm playing the 4-fingered F like this. If you want to play the 3-fingered F, or you like this, whatever F chord you're comfortable with is fine. And the rhythm on this is 1 and 2 and. Actually, yeah, 1 and 2. That's it. Don't listen to me. 1 and 2. Go ahead and do it. And then your hand should be down on this end of the guitar. 1 and 2, and then you're going to switch to your C chord, and 3 and 4 and. It goes like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. One more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right. And now the rhythm actually is the same thing. It's symmetrical. You're going to go to the A minor, and it's 1 and 2, and then to the G chord, and 3 and 4 and here's a little trick of the trade here. When you're going from the C to the A minor, keep your first finger on that first fret of the B string. Helps you get there in time. And remember, the A minor rhythm is 1 and 2. And we have to go to a G chord. Now, whatever G chord you like, if it's this or whatever, sometimes you can't get there in time. 1 and 2 and. That might be hard, but if you can't get there in time, you can strum these inner kind of 4 or 3 strings right here and give the illusion of the G before you get there, like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the whole thing is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, so you've got to get that down first. So I'm going to take this drum beat. I'm going to play it right here. I'm going to raise the volume so you can all hear it. Okay, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. You got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and practice to a drum beat, just like that. So I'm going to pause this. Now, if that's too fast, find a 60 beat per minute, and you're going to be counting out 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I just got a thumbs up on my camera. I hope, was that recording? All right, so the idea here is you have to have that bottom portion of that master music formula on lockdown in order to put your vocals on top of it. Now, how do you check if you have that? Well, you don't play with the drum beat. You want to sit and then, if you feel like you got it, you want to start thinking of the lyrics. In this case, I have the chorus on mine. You know, you want to sit like, because when you have the rhythm and chords in lockdown, the melody comes out to play. But I ain't got ways. So, the way you want to start learning how to sing and play is by really locking down the chord sequence and the rhythm, letting that be part of like the foundation of your musical pyramid, and playing it with some drums, then not playing with drums, and having it sit into your soul. Don't even think about the lyrics. And once everything gets locked down there, then you can put your vocals on top. And once you get to that point where it's on lockdown, the vocals really just start to come out. Now, we're going to do this on Patreon with a couple different songs, you know, and this video is just to show you how to start thinking about playing and singing at the same time. Now, if you're wondering what guitar this is, first I will say that I did paint on these fret markers so that when I'm teaching on camera, you can see where I am. It doesn't come with the fret markers, which is fine because you don't need them unless you're teaching on YouTube. But this is a Journey Instruments foldable travel carbon fiber guitar, and oh my god, I have so many fingerprints on it right now from I've been playing it a lot, and I love this thing. This is not a paid endorsement. I just when I'm traveling in my RV, I take this guitar, you unscrew it from the back, it folds in half, goes into a backpack. It is carbon fiber. It is indestructible, indestructible. And there's a link below. It is not an affiliate link at all. It's just I wanted to give a shout out to them because they're a great company, very, very friendly. And this guitar, again, having carbon fiber when you're traveling in the RV is like a must, and this guitar really stands up to it. Again, this is not a paid for thing. I just want to share it with you. In case you're interested in getting a travel or carbon fiber guitar, I will stop talking. Start your journey on singing and playing comfortably by learning and locking in the rhythm part first, and the vocals should start to come out so you can separate both things and start to think of them at the same time. Rock and roll, bye-bye.